Mr. President, I rise today to co-sponsor Senate Bill number 1537, or an act providing for the scaling up of nutrition for the first 1,000 days of life through a strengthened integrated strategy for maternal, neonatal, child health and nutrition, reconstituting for the purpose the National Nutrition Council, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. This measure is part of the bigger picture of caring for our mothers and children, the so-called hope of our country. This bill also complements the maternity leave bill that provides 120 days of leave, which this chamber passed in third reading a few months ago. Underweight, stunted, and wasted children remain a big concern for our country today. According to the 2015 National Nutrition Survey, 2 out of 10 children aged 0 to 5 years are underweight. 3 out of 10 children aged 0 to 5 years are stunted. And 1 out of 10 children aged 0 to 5 years are wasted. If we compare these figures historically, Mr. President, we are making little progress to combat these situations that affect our children. We will have a long way to go if we are to fulfill our obligations under the Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 1, 2, and 3, which focus on eliminating poverty and hunger, as well as fostering good health and well-being. Marami na pong mga pag-aaral ang nagpapakita ng koneksyon ng malnutrisyon sa magiging buhay ng isang bata hanggang sa pagtanda at ang implikasyon nito sa ekonomiya. The estimated worldwide impact of malnutrition, according to a 2016 policy brief of the Global Panel on Agriculture and Food Systems for Nutrition, could be as high as $3.5 trillion per year or $500 per person. Further costs are incurred through impaired learning, poor school performance, compromised adult labor productivity, and increased healthcare costs, that same study said. Ayon naman sa Save the Children, 3% ng gross domestic product or GDP ng Pilipinas ang nawala sa ekonomiya noong 2013 dahil sa epekto ng childhood stunting o pagkabansot sa workforce productivity at edukasyon. Kung isasama pa ang health costs, hanggang 1.6% pa ang dagdag na kawalan sa ekonomiya, Ginoong Pangulo. Children who are stunted in the first 2 years of life are more likely to repeat grade levels, drop out of school, delay school entry, and have lower income levels when they enter the workforce, according to the same study. Importante rin pong magbigyan ng pansin ang mga ina, lalo na sa panahon ng kanilang pagbubuntis, Mr. President. Kasama po ng pagbibigay ng maternity leave benefits ang pagbibigay pansin sa kanilang kalusugan at kapakanan. We can safely say that a healthy mother equals a healthy baby. Ang malusog na ina ay makakapagluwal ng malusog na anak. A child's first 1,000 days of life, or from conception to his or her second birthday, are considered to be a crucial time if we want him or her to grow up healthy and be successful in life. We can reverse these negative scenarios that can affect our children, their mothers, and our country through our interventions, especially if we focus on the health of mothers and children. We also need to increase nutrition spending to at least 2.1% of the GDP, which is the worldwide average spending. The country presently spends less than that, or 0.52%, according to the Save the Children report. We also need to engage all levels of government for strengthening policy and programs, as well as the private sector and non-government organizations, to reach all parts of the Philippines, especially in areas of high poverty and marginalized groups. Katulad ng sinabi ko noon, it takes a community to raise a child, kung kaya't marapat lamang na gawin natin ito sa Kongreso bilang bahagi ng mas malaking komunidad ang ating tungkulin na pangalagaan ang buhay at kalusugan ng mga ina at mga anak dahil sila ang susunod na henerasyon. So I urge my colleagues in Congress, let us pass Senate Bill number 1537. Maraming salamat po.